Hi and welcome to another card reading. And my name, if you don't already know, is Linda Bourne from the School of Spirit. Now, what I'd like you to do is think of something that you need some help with. And you can either choose a card, number 1, number 2, number 3, or that might mean that all 3 cards mean something to you and it resonates with you. And with the cards, I use my intuition. I don't read any books. I don't follow any sort of like strict rules. And I like to go with what I feel, because one card could mean something completely different to a variety of people. So here we go then. So card number 1. Oh, right, okay. Now this is a nice card. This is about a joining of a partnership. It could mean a marriage or it could mean an engagement. But it means that because you've got the pillars in front of you, this could mean that there's some sort of objection or something like blocking you. It could be that your partner's family isn't very happy about the union. It could be that your partner then has gone through a divorce or some way of separation. But for you to then reach, happiness with the two of you, flowers and everything up in the air, it's like you've got to step forward and walk towards the blockage. So whatever is blocking you being happy in relationship, you've got to confront it. Now, you don't confront it in an aggressive way. You can do it in a gentle, passive, assertive way, which is probably a conflict of words. But, it's about the two of you becoming as one and joining as a team, which I know you already is a team, but then that you're not one-sided. So if one of the partners, if it's their family, the other partner then's got to be on the same wavelength of each other. So it may mean that you have a meeting with the family members that aren't very keen on their relationship, and you then are a union and you show them how much you love each other. If it's then the other person has to then go through a settlement, a divorce and all that, you've then got to confront it, and it might even be that you've got to go to court or you've then got to confront the other person. But again, whoever it is, you've got to realise that this blockage, I feel, because they're in a stable sort of like in the ground, it's almost if they're not going to go away. So it's like you've got to come to some sort of, not so much arrangement, but where you respect each other and they respect you for point of views. But it's about not being scared and confronting them, and just showing that, with the plants, what's got the flowers overhead, that you are a union, that you do mean that you want to then be together. And it might mean that you're in 2 different religions, or, one's older than the other one or something like that. But that doesn't matter, because it's about 2 souls. And if these 2 souls love each other, they're a union. But it's like you have to show others that you are, a force to be reckoned with love, not with aggression. So it's about facing your fears with that and with your partner. Now this one is about a female energy. Now, you probably heard me say before, female energy isn't saying it's a woman. Female energy to me is somebody that's very intuitive, very sensitive, whereas male energy is somebody that's logical and analytical. So with the female energy, this female energy is worrying about some money that they then have either given or they've got to give away. Now, if they've been given, they don't know what to do with it, and they don't know then if they should keep it, because they feel almost guilty of keeping this money. And this money then they feel they should give away anyway, or they are going to give it away. But I feel that this is something they need to then seriously think about before they give it to somebody else, because whoever's given it to them wants them to have it, because they love them. Now, it could be that the person's giving you this money, you didn't realise how much they thought of you. You didn't realise how much they then loved you and that. But you've been given this because they've given it, again, from the heart, rather than actually thinking that they owe you. So they want to genuinely give it to you. With this money as well, I see the person sitting on a stone, and it's like a stone throne, that they then have a lot of responsibility. So with this money, now when I say money, because with spirit they think of money as energy, it might not necessarily be cash. It might be some sort of gift, it might be jewellery, it might be some sort of like, property. It doesn't mean to say a house or anything like that. It might even be a car, I don't know. But I feel there's some sort of like gift. But because this person then that has received this gift is on a stone throne, they feel they're responsible for other people. And because they're responsible for other people, they feel if they keep it, whatever it is, that's selfish. But I think that they need to, because it's almost that you honouring and respecting the other person. And it might even be that the person hasn't received it yet, because I just noticed a little rabbit. A little rabbit, to me, they live in little burrows and they keep hopping out and coming out, and they're quite little playful. It could even be, because he's hopping in, it could even mean that the money or the property and that's coming towards you rather than you actually received it. But don't be guilty about it, because you've also got like the vines that are around you, which are a bit dark, as if you're starting to worry about the responsibility of having whatever the gift is, if it's money or if it's property. But don't. If the person wanted to have it, then you have it. And it could even be that you've been given a rebate or something like that, and what have you. So you are worthy, so accept it, and accept it with joy. Now this is number 3. Now this one, I can see a brick wall. And the person is very like childlike, they're very vulnerable, and they are on a horse that looks a little bit grumpy. If you notice his eye, looks a bit grumpy. And he's got his ears back a bit as well. So it's like the person is being too playful and has not been responsible. Also has picked up a flag, and again with red, which you probably heard me before, red is about passion, and it could even be about anger, and it could be like don't care sort of attitude, I'm going for it and what have you, and confidence and all this. But this person's turned its back to the wall as if they don't care. Now, a wall to me is some sort of barrier, quite obviously. And the other side of the the other side of the wall, I can see sunflowers. And sunflowers to me are to do with abundance, because sunflowers, they have hundreds and loads of little sunflower seeds that then grow into another sunflower. So they represent abundance. But it's like this person's turned his back on, this fortune, if you like, with the brick wall. And it's like they don't care, and they're very carefree, and they're just going to charge off on this horse, and they're going to run away or whatever from the responsibility, of this brick wall, which either they can find, a way to get through the brick wall, like knock it down, find a gate or climb over it. But it's almost like they don't care, because this brick wall's not particularly tall, but they're running away from it. And because they've got like miniature sunflowers around the head, it's almost as if they've been a bit selfish and I'm okay. I don't care about anybody else. But this person, I feel, needs to have a wake-up call, because I think this person's going to fall off the horse, because you can see they haven't got a saddle on there, they're not holding the bridle, they haven't even held onto the horse's mane, so they are going to fall. So this person being selfish, this person to do with money or whatever it is, property or something like that, they are going to have a fall, they are going to fall off the horse, they are going to learn a lesson. Now, if that lesson then they learn is then to respect other people and not being so selfish, which I hope it will be, or it could be then they get a wake-up call and then they find out that money, they need to respect money and not be so frivolous with it and that, if you like. But I see the sun is shining over that person, so even when they fall off the horse, this person could still be very lucky, could still be very fortunate, and it might be one of these people that then whatever happens to them, anything of bad luck, they always find the sun shining and the good luck, which I'm hoping. But they are a little bit too innocent for me, and not necessarily selfish, but they're not aware of other people's needs. But I feel that this person needs a wake-up call, with that. And because they're not got anything to hold onto the horse with, and they're even holding a banner, look, with their hands, I feel they're going to fall off the horse and learn a lesson. So about, standing back, watching what's happening around you, seeing as there is somebody, you know, that is a little bit blasé, shall we say, or even a bit selfish or unaware of other people's needs, just wait and see, and they'll get, you know, a lesson which they hopefully will then learn from, you know, big time, and they'll also get a sore bottom. So I hope you found this useful with these cards and that. If you like these readings, please like and subscribe to my channel, because I'll be doing more on that as well. Take care and bless you.